days a year. Of course, our best bets always in the premium area underneath the premium picks tab. We give out tons of free picks every single day on this show, on our websites, on our YouTube channel. I mean, I can't emphasize this enough. We give out a ton of free picks, more free picks than everybody, and I would say most of everybody combined. If you count our live shows or videos, 2 channels worth of videos, 2 websites worth of free picks. And, it doesn't mean those are our best bets. It doesn't mean because I smile more in one video or the other. That's my best bet. My best bets are the ones that I put in the premium area. I can't make it any crystal clear. Maybe I should get a sign that says that and put it behind me too. My best bet, team A. We should just rotate, right? Team A versus Team B with the point spread. But anyways, it is Thursday. We got NFL action. We got 2 Mountain West Conference games. And, of course, we've got the gang with us today. We've got, I didn't even set it up, so who knows? Oh, well, Ann is up top, but we have Chris's name there. We're going to do a little bit of a thing. Rod in the middle airplane seat there. Rod's here. We got
is the title correct?
Here. And Ann there. All right. We in business. All right, let me give these guys a little bit of sound. Morning, guys. How are you doing?
You got the title correct?
I put the title in. I don't know if it came in. I don't know if it came up, but I certainly put it in.
Yeah, we're good.
So we'll see. It happens. Anyways, well, what do we got going on today? We've got hopefully no more soccer. I mean, people just I don't know. People keep. We got to be soccer experts all of a sudden. It's like I just stick to the basics, right? Let Ohio rip my heart out. I mean, I don't even understand what the hell they were doing. It's like how do they not win that game by 14 points? I mean, it's like I don't even understand that. Against Central Michigan. I mean, they slaughtered them. Tuggle is like they can't even tackle him on a kickoff, and then all of a sudden he just decides, I feel like fumbling this play. Just give him the game.
Well, that holding at the end too. I mean, that should have been called, and it wasn't, and that just screwed that all up. They should have gotten a.
What I want to know is who's recruiting the kickers in the MAC. All right, these guys can't hit an extra point, and it's like the Ohio lines up for like a 48. It's like you got to be kidding me, man. It's like you are way better off just throwing one into the end zone and hoping someone comes down with it. It's like there's zero chance that this is going to be good. I mean, zero chance. It's like no chance whatsoever. No, zero chance. The guy couldn't hit an extra point. He finally hit an extra point. It hit the inside of the upright. It bounced through, right? Then you're watching even the better teams. So, Ohio misses the extra point. Then Central misses the extra point. Toledo, even one of the better teams, right? They missed the extra point. Everyone missed extra. It's like, who's recruiting the kickers in the MAC, man? Who's doing that?
Why would you want to kick at a MAC school, though? It's cold weather, bad conditions. You want to kick somewhere you can impress people.
Well, free college, and, that's the offer that you got.
Well, they get the bottom tier guys, though, probably.
I don't think so. If you play at a Division I school, you're good. You're one of the top 100 players in the country at your position. More than likely top 150. At least one of the top 3 or 4 in your state. At the very least.
I choose Hawaii over Central Michigan any day.
You think they're just giving that gig away? You think the Hawaii gig is just wide open? And also you have to remember that, there's a lot of disadvantages to the Hawaii gig, and that's why June Jones, struggled here and left finally because, you have players that live on the mainland, so the cost of commuting is expensive, and the cost for family to come see a game and to come and stay, and it's like even if you're there to watch your kid play football, you're still paying, you're paying Oahu vacation Waikiki beach prices. Which are in that time of the year, when it's cold in the rest of the country, it's $1,100 a night for a hotel room.
Holy crap!
Yeah, not cheap where I live. I'll tell you that much. Maui's certainly not the not the. It's nowhere in the world does it say discount vacation, and it shows a picture of Maui. It's like that's what I'm always surprised when people move here and then it's like they leave because it's too expensive. It's like nowhere does it say like this is a cheap place to live. Nowhere does it say. It's like, I mean, you can Google anything. It's like, yeah, it'd be really cheap. I'll just move to Maui. I'll live on the beach, man. Okay.
I have that same problem in town now, but it's because the pipeline decided to move in, and you can't even find an outhouse to rent.
So what's the pipe? So
Crazy.
Resurrect Music has a book. Well, they hit a 6-4 card yesterday. Miami, Ohio, Central Mich, Toledo, Buffalo. I don't know. It's like, I really wish you would show that ticket the day before. Like, when you placed it, not the day after. Congrats if you won, but, we don't care today. I'll tell you that much. I care zero. If we gave you the picks, that's fantastic. If we didn't, well, that's fantastic too. I know I didn't have Central Mich. That's for sure. I didn't have Miami of Ohio either. I was on the other side of that thing. That was ridiculous. It was like another one. I don't even understand how I lost that game. I really don't understand.
Ohio playing? I forget.
Good. I mean, Miami of Ohio against Ball State. I don't even understand how I lost that game. It's like,
Ball State.
You ever like watch a game and you can't, and it's like you're watching it and it's like I lost. It's like, how did that happen? It's like it was like. It was just, it was ridiculous, man. I tell you, some of the MAC officiating, right? It's like, who the hell knows, man? Who the hell knows?
Mac.
It is the MAC, man. Anyways, we got a few games going on today. It's weird, we got a light crowd, man. Are notifications not going out these days or something? Is that what's up? Or people just don't like this anymore? Yeah,
I got the Facebook ones.
Yeah, probably YouTube didn't go out. I think when we changed our time to 10 o'clock, we lost a lot of our early crowd. That's what happened.
Yeah, no notification on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
So I think that's what happened. When we switched to the 10 o'clock time, we lost our crowd. Oh, well.
That's why you're watching a replay. It's the best way to do it on demand. For me, personally.
Okay. Good advice from our...
I used to have my lunch around the Mitch Wilson live show every day. I used to put it on, get my little sandwich, and enjoy some picks. That's what I do.
I didn't get my Tony T email today from saying I'm on the drive-thru, but I generally am on the drive-thru. I am on the drive-thru on Thursdays generally. So they're doing construction at my house. So if I am on the drive-thru today, which I haven't heard from Tony T. Chris, have you heard from Tony T? You're also on the drive-thru. You're the host. You're the co. Are you the co-host or are you the host?
No, I'm co-host.
Co-host.
No email yet.
How about Ron Romanelli on the drive-thru yesterday, man? You want to talk about making an entrance? That guy, he's all flash.
He's like Ric Flair.
Seriously, man. Woo! It's like, man. That guy. It's like,
he needs to get some robes.
You want to talk about the high energy, man? He was bringing it. It's like D'Amico was even cowering down in the corner. He was just like, what the hell just hit us? There's a lot of data. A lot of data. I thought he was great, personally.
I'm feeling energetic today.
I thought Ron Romanelli was great on the show. How about you, Chris?
Oh, absolutely.
Didn't you think he was like well prepared and he was nervous, man. He's our youngest handicapper by far, So he's kind of like he's the young blood. I used to work with people that said, oh, we got to get younger, and I don't know, they got a lot older.
Yeah, I know who said that.
But I don't think. But it's like. You get younger organically by getting people that are really qualified. Like Ann is young, and Ron.
I was gonna say I thought I was the baby.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
27?
I think Ron is.
I love trying.
Ron is
I'm
like
30.
Ron is, I would say we have some smart handicappers, like, you know, you could hear them when they talk on the shows, but Ron Romanelli is one of those guys that's like, I mean, he has like every scholarship and like, you know, the straight A, you know, whatever. And it's like he works for his grades, but you can tell he probably doesn't have to work as hard as a lot of people. He's pretty sharp. We like to give him a hard time because he's the youngest. You know.
Speaking of sharks,
I make him cry, but that's that's all part of the game. It's so weird, right? Because it's like I was thinking about this last night when I was putting my new sign up, and you know, it's like I have this on-air persona, and I think that some of it is probably true, right? Some of it's true, and you guys see, like, I'm a joker, but I'm also, you know, I could be a hard ass and all of those different things. But I think that a lot of the time, because I get so mad sometimes, right? And I cross lines, is that people see I give myself probably a lesser impression to some people than probably the real world actually sees. And then you have other people out there that are just scumbags and thieves or whatever, and they come out and in front of the camera, and it's like everyone thinks, oh man, what a humble, good guy this is, you know? And it's like, you know, meanwhile, these are the guys that will stab you in the back and steal your wallet, right? It's like, it's an amazing thing, because it's like, it's just, people can take, you know, 15 minutes or an hour of you sitting in front of a camera and being forced to talk, and just make all these judgments about you, who you are as a person. And they do it the other way with other people. And you see them, and you're just so wrong. You know, they couldn't be any more wrong. You know, it's amazing. You know, and to me, it's like you can call people names, and you can call, you know, you can do all those things. And yeah, I'm a name caller, right? I mean, everyone knows that. I am a name caller, right, Brian? I'm a name caller. For sure. Yeah. Nastiest, the worst ones. Like, not like, oh, Mitch called me an idiot. No, it's gonna be the idiot, and then the follow on. It's always like, first I say, you know, and then the second sentence is always something to the effect like, that's where I always get people. It's not when I call them, you know, the F an idiot in the first sentence. It's the second sentence where I follow through with the listen here, shit for brains. Right. And then it's, you know, it's always that reinforcement, you know, that a lot of people, they miss out on that. Right. It's like they don't get that second sentence of reinforcement, you know, where it's like, that's where you really drive the hammer home, you know. And I usually,
it's where you drive the point home.
Yeah, exactly. I like to start that second sentence with look here, shit for brains. I also like the one, that's why you're on that end of the phone and I'm on this end. Right. It's like, I also say, man, if you were on this end of the phone, you'd be starving. But all right, whatever. We got the Packers and the 49ers. And what do you got for sale today for our audience? Anything?
Yeah, I do. So, if you guys were on my big total from last night, congrats, we hit that. I have another big total. It's already up there for sale on the site. And then also, if you were on my profit pack last night, congrats, we hit that as well. And I'll have another one up there as soon as this show ends.
So you don't have your package up for sale yet?
No, I have the total is up now for sale, and I just put in my third one. I'm doing it right now, so it should be up for sale in like 10 minutes. The profit pack, 3 games.
This is my look of disappointment. Chris knows that look well. What do you got to say for yourself?
I'm putting it up right now. So I'm sitting here typing.
I have that look. I have that look burned into my brain.
Yeah, I'll have to talk with her later.
Brian will walk you. Brian will show you how it's done. It's like I don't understand it. You know, it's like I don't understand the guys that put the lines in early, and I don't understand. You know, the people that put the picks in late. It's like, we are here to serve our customers and to make it convenient for them. We are here for our audience. If not, we are talking to each other, which is fun, but, you know, it doesn't pay for all this shit. You know, that's for sure.
You'll have a guy at the top of the leaderboard, and he won't have anything for sale.
Right. So it's like, I mean, it's for our customers. We're not in a picking contest here. We're here to help the people. That is our goal, is to help people put people on winners. And it's like, if we're not doing that, then we are failing.
Okay, now it's up for sale. You're good. Sorry.
It's okay, Ann. We'll just call you out in front of.
I know. Call me out. It's fine.
Call you out in front of our entire audience. Chris, speaking about being called out, it's never happened to you before, right? So
No,
we
not
have what do you got for sale today? You back on the soccer, getting your kicks, or you done?
No, I'm done for, I think, for the week. I got my Thursday Throwdown 3-pack, and I got it over at the website. I got the winning side and total in tonight's Thursday night football game, as well as my favorite play from tonight's small but quality over quantity college football cards. So I'm loving those 3 plays tonight. Pick them up over at the website.
Yeah, you know when I say like the F-bomb and stuff, that YouTube takes away my monetization on that video.
I don't even know. There's just an algorithm sends it to them.
I don't know. Like the show that I did with that we did on election day, like that one, we got flagged on. You guys got flagged on the drive-thru yesterday. Just happens.
Yeah, the one because I dropped it twice in one show.
Yeah. So we lost the monetization on that show. It happens. That's not how we make money.
I didn't realize it. I'd never use it if I knew.
I use it all the time.
You get flagged for cursing, but they have music videos on there that have profanity. I'm very confused.
No, they're bleeped. They try to bleep if you hear the music videos that have the curse words, they try to bleep them. It'll sound funny because it'll be like blah, blah, blah.
It says this video is running limited or no ads due to content identified as not suitable for most advertisers. It remains fully. Meanwhile, when the Titans kick an extra point, right, it says bet MGM right behind it, right? That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Whose turn is it? Mine? Or are we
That's
on the
Rod's.
rods?
No, did Chris give out his pick? Did Chris push his?
Yep.
All right.
Yep,
How about
I
you,
did.
Rod? What do you got?
Well, I got Thursday. I got a triple up there again. I got players in the NFL and the college football games today. Been a good week. Winning day Monday, winning day Tuesday, winning day Wednesday. Huge MLS in the Facebook group. It's been a nice week. After my rough weekend, jump aboard. Nice birthday week.
Here's someone who, once again, touting a pick of a game that was played yesterday. Brian?
Another winning day yesterday. 9 out of 11 cards have been winning cards. Number 1 in college football, number 1 last 30 days. Get my 1 college football play today at pickdogs.com. Premium picks, $30 or 7-day pass. Win all weekend with me, $150.
All right. That was quick. Anyways, I got picks for sale, so you can check them out. I bounced off. I was on a cold streak. I'm definitely warming up. I'm not perfect. I don't win every game. That's for damn sure. I don't know what my record is in my last 7 games or anything like that, but I do know I've been winning a lot more than I've been losing over the past week. So you guys know if I have cold streaks, they don't last forever. Normally I come out blazing hot for, a long time, and I'm not growing the Movember mustache, so we don't have to worry about that losing streak ever again either. That was the worst losing streak of my life. It's like, wow, Aaron Rodgers is growing the Movember mustache, so I'm going to do that too, man. I'm going to do it. Never took a beating like that in November before, or since. It's like, whoa. It was like I made it to like November, 27th. I was just like, I'm done. I'm done. Oh, man, that was terrible.
You know what yesterday was?
That was 2015. 2014, maybe. 2014.
Yesterday was Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Wednesday.
It was Wednesday.
Diabolical. Packers and the 49ers, and this is one of those weird games, man. It's like I put a pick out because I have a lot of annual subscribers. I have a lot of monthly subscribers. I have a lot of weeklies. I sell, a lot of people that buy my picks buy the longer term plans. And I, out of respect to them, I give picks to them in the games that I know that they want. And while that's not what I advertise, which are that all the picks that I put in there are my best bets, it is the games that I am betting. So it's like, tonight's Packers 49ers game, I am betting it, but let's just say if it was Saturday and there's 100 games on the board, I wasn't like running out to the window to bet this one, right? Because there's too many different weird ass things going on with this one. Too many things that I don't like, about it. But it's out of respect to my long-term subscribers that I put a pick out in games like this, because it's like I'm not going to take a pass on Monday Night Football or anything. I've taken a pass on one primetime game in 14 years, and it was last Sunday night. But I had given out 7 games that day in NFL football. Anyways, back to Ann.
Hello.
Packers 49ers rematch of the NFC Championship game, which was an epic beatdown of beatdowns. Of course, Aaron Rodgers hates the 49ers guts, hates their guts, but did not help him in that championship game. This was the team that didn't draft him. This is the team he rooted for as a kid. This is the team, we all know the story, right? We're going to see the clip tonight. They're going to show it. You guys will hear it. I won't hear it because I don't watch it with sound, but it's going to say something, do you regret not being drafted by the 49ers? Not as much as they're going to regret not drafting me, right? And that's what it's going to be from draft day when they passed on him after he grew up. He went to Cal, right around the corner, and the whole thing, and, just really can you imagine if the 49ers had Aaron Rodgers, how many Super Bowls they probably would have had by now? They've lost 2, right? They've lost 2 that they were favored in, mm-hmm. and in games they led, in games they could have easily won. They were a quarterback away from winning, both of them. When they lost to the Ravens in the blackout game, and
I was gonna say Vegas even tried to help them with that blackout.
Yeah, and then last year. Yeah, so if you have picks, what we're gonna have to do is get rid of you. I'm getting sick of you. That's what's happening here. Well, if you have picks like that, the place to put those is in the Facebook group, right? Or get your own show and give out your picks. I think that would be awesome. I'd like to see it. I'm gonna come out there and give out the Rams-Patriots Super Bowl winner. I'll probably give out a halftime on that one as well. Brian will have a first touchdown prop. Who was that first touchdown? Because there was only one touchdown in that game. They punched it.
I gave it out Gronkowski, but that wasn't it.
No, in that game on that Super Bowl, the Rams, Patriots, I think they ran it in, right? Sonny Michel, maybe?
It was Sony Michel who ran that in.
Yeah, who punched it in.
It was my only prop win.
Anyways, and
he ran it in.
Got the Packers 49ers. What do you think?
So I think this game, originally this line did open up at that ±3, which really tells me on the totals perspective that this is going to be more of a low scoring game. I believe the total's at 48.5. I'm going to lean towards the under here. I see this really, again, coming down to that under. I'm kind of giving away, and I guess I think this is going to be a close game. I really do. I'm going to go towards the under here.
Okay. Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to take the first half under 23.5. I just see this when a lot of these, Thursday night games come out slow, and I think Green Bay starts to turn it on in maybe the second quarter after a couple of drives, and I still think it comes in under the number in the first half. And I'm also going to take Robert Tonyan as my first touchdown scorer at plus 950.
Good story. Rod?
I think for me in this one, there's a lot of 49ers injuries and a lot of questions there. And Rodgers, remember losing the NFC Championship game, I think he comes out. Also, that 49ers secondary, we watched what throwing the ball through them can do what Seattle did to them. I think the Packers can do the same. Give me the Packers and the points. I think they cover. Win by 10 plus.
Bryant?
I just couldn't get myself into a premium pick on this game. Too many people on the Packers. I think they're far and away a better team. But for me, I agree at the end. I think it's going to be a closer game than people expect. So give me the points with the Niners here. Nothing I'm betting big.
I think that, when you have games like this, it's like, I think where Brian is struggling, and I'll say it for him, is that the sharps and the public are all on the same side. There's so much money here on the Packers that it's like it's hard to think that Vegas is going to take this kind of epic beating on a Thursday night. I think it's going to be right around that number in that 7 range. So
yep.
That's why I don't love this one. I think if Vegas can get out with a push on the bulk of their bets, and it's like the thing about this one is it's also, even on the re-release of the number, it's middled out on that 7. It's still middled out there because it started at 6, it's gone at 7.5, right? So it's kind of, there's probably a lot of money in between there. So if it nails on 7, they'll have a lot of refunds, but they'll also have money on both sides of that, and I think that's how they're going to try and get out of this one.
I feel like the Niners are better with Mullins. I don't know that you're not really losing much with Garoppolo being
Mullins
out.
Sucks. He's terrible.
There's a lot of injuries.
He's freaking. Then he's terrible. 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 I would be shocked if they play him over Beathard. Beathard at least has some sack. Mullins stinks. I mean, he
finished well against the Seahawks. They might have just
do you remember when Doug Peterson was a player? Like how it was just like, oh my God, how is this guy on like an NFL team? It's kind of like that. Really one of the worst backup quarterbacks you'll ever see.
He'll probably throw for 300 tonight and 3 touchdowns.
No chance. No chance.
Packers don't have an all-star defense. Look what Minnesota did to them. They stomped them last week.
Yeah, well, I don't see Dalvin Cook on this roster, nor do I see that defense for the Vikings either. I see that defense, but half the players are injured.
Yeah, it's a game I'd rather stay away from personally. But.
You have to remember, too, it opened up at that plus and -3, and with us, I looked at the numbers perspective, and the 49ers are 10-1 on road games for that type of spread. So
they're home.
It's going to be a close game.
But they're home.
Oh, excuse me, on home. Excuse me, after a road. They were away last week, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
I just hate taking Aaron Rodgers. Him and Russell Wilson.
Garoppolo.
I mean, the guys that roasted, the Packers, Mostert out, Kittle out. It's like all the guys, the guys that beat them up, they're all out.
That Ayuk guy, the Brandon Ayuk or whatever his name is.
He's out too, I think.
He's out.
Yeah.
He's out as well.
Out.
Jesus mighty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
COVID.
I just can't get behind that much of a public side. The Packers are just too.
I think
can't do it.
Debo Samuel out. It's like out. Yeah, I mean that's why there's so much money on the Packers here. I mean, there's believe me, we all saw Dalvin Cook. He would have ran for 2,000 yards, except the end zone kept getting in the way, right? So it's we all saw the Packers defense, and we saw them last year against the Niners. It's the same defense, less Blake Martinez, right? Same thing.
Yeah.
I have Devontae Adams scoring the first touchdown. This doesn't pay out great, but it's what I like.
Mercedes Lewis for me, or whatever. Is that his name? Mercedes Lewis? Lewis, tight end. Packers.
See, I don't see Ayuk on the injury list.
He is out indefinitely. Oh. Illness.
Wow.
That means COVID.
Oh.
Born. Same thing. Out indefinitely. Illness. Flanagan fouls, hamstring, Garoppolo, ankle, Coleman, knee, Reed, knee, Tart, groin, James, ankle, Wilson, ankle, Mostert, ankle. Man, a lot of ankle problems there in San Francisco. Someone better check this. Shoes and turf. That's what you call a shit show. This can't be live. Is this pre-recorded? No, it isn't. It can't be.
As you're reading the comment.
It can't be live. How many touchdowns do you think Antonio Brown will get by the end of the season? I'm going to guess 0 because I think he's going to be thrown off the team before they ever make it to the field. I mean, that's what this guy does, right? He's going to offend somebody. He's going to get thrown. And it's like,
I hope not. He's on my fantasy team.
oh, God. He's everything that's wrong with professional sports is Tampa Bay signing this guy. Everything that's wrong with professional sports. The line isn't 3. So
it's 3 in fantasy world.
yeah.
You're in teaser land is what that is.
Yeah, I don't play teasers, nor will I acknowledge their existence.
You're just throwing money away.
Yep.
Throwing it away.
I got the Packers money line tonight. That's my big pick.
Is that a joke?
That was, yeah, of course. Why would I lay -3? But you know, there's guys that love the Packers money line. That's their big bet. The Iceman. That's an Iceman play.
Add that in your parlay, right?
Yeah, I'll sell it for $100. Packers money line.
I got a crusher play in. Me, my scouts, my scouts, my analysts, me, an 8-ball blow. We all sat around the table. We got it all together. Packers money line. I got it. I mean, that's what this business. That's what people in this business do. This is how they do it. I don't understand it. I don't understand.
Take Toledo money line.
Yeah, I don't understand it. You know, I'll throw it in my parlay minus 25,000.
Let's bet 25,000 to win $200.
Well, here's a crap.
Well, if you had Minnesota, which I knew people with their parlay, that went right down the toilet.
So the Mountain West tries to bracket the Thursday night game. You know, this is the idea of these Thursday night college football games, is they kind of bracket out the NFL game. We've got Nevada and Utah State, the Aggies and the Wolfpack, spelled differently than the North Carolina State Wolfpack, which is all one word, and this is 2 words. I'm not sure which is correct. I don't know why they do it that way, right? One is all one word. North Carolina State is all one word, Wolfpack. This is 2 words, Wolfpack. 2-0 meets 0-2. And stoked for this one?
So for this game, I'm going to lean towards Utah. Gary Anderson, he's 28 after 2 consecutive losses. And also I'm looking at this from a total perspective, which is set at 56. He's 10-1 when for winning games when there's a total around between that 52 and 56. So I'm feeling confident about Utah covering tonight.
So Doug is saying this guy. All right. So here's the deal about Antonio Brown, and here are my thoughts. Okay. Let him. He's at the point where he needs to prove it over the long term. He's out of chances, in my book. He's had chances. I don't like the guys like the Le'Veon Bells and Antonio Browns that were kind of on top of the world and then acted like an asshole about it, right? I mean, he was on The Masked Singer, right? I mean, he's just an idiot. And then he goes to the Patriots. He's got the locker next to Tom Brady. That doesn't even work for him, right? So, and then he goes to the Raiders. He's on the Raiders before that. And it's like you get run out of there too. It's like, it doesn't matter where you go. You got to bring yourself with you, right? You can move to wherever you want to go. It's kind of like, we saw in the election, right? That like states that were, one thing, people moved there to get like the tax break, and then they voted for the things that they were moving away from, right? So it's kind of like you got to bring you with you. It's like you can't solve the problem by moving, because you come with that. Yeah, the problem has to be solved from within, and we haven't seen Antonio Brown do that. And until he does, I think teams throwing money at him is an insult to the rest of the world that works for a living. That this guy, for being Antonio Brown, who was once a good football player, right? A guy who used to be a good football player on a good team, because he
Doesn't
used
he
to
make close to the minimum?
I don't know what he makes, but you know what's going to happen. He's going to catch a pass. He's going to want more money and make a whole big scene and disrupt your locker room chemistry is what's going to happen, because he's a dick, right? I mean, there's no other way to say it. I'll sugarcoat it a little bit. He's got shit for brains. Speaking of shit for brains, Ruffalo, what do you think of this one?
I'm going to lean towards the under. I don't know if you get enough scoring from Utah State to get to this number. I think Nevada's going to score their fair share of points. They've done well against the lesser teams on their schedule, like UNLV. So I'll take the under.
And did you give a pick here, or did I just run right over?
I did. I said Utah spread.
Utah State with the points. Rod.
For me, you look at this game and you look. The Aggies are 6-1 ATS following 35 or more. Or after, they're 6-1 ATS after allowing more than 35 points. But they're also 0-10 ATS as a dog of less than 24 points versus a winning team. This Nevada team is for real. I would lay the points, and I think this is going to be a Nevada blowout. And I would take the under as well. Give me Nevada and the under, because I don't think Utah State can score enough points to do their part.
A lot of numbers being thrown there by Zwacky this morning. A lot of data. Maybe that Romanelli segment last night really touched, really kind of landed on him, man. Boy, it's the fury of Ron Romanelli. Brian, what do you think?
I think Rod's selling me on Nevada even more than he's like a used car salesman. He's getting me interested. But
what I want you to do is take a dime. Okay,
I can get you in this car.
Put on Nevada. Forget about it.
In this game, Utah State's offense is pretty sad. I think what do they have, 20 points combined this year. I think Nevada's still a team flying under the radar, even though they're getting bet heavy in this one. I don't think they can put up enough points to get it over, so I'm going to go under the total.
I like the over.
I just imagine the used car pitch. I can get you into a 2020 Wolfpack today, no money down, with the butt warmer.
It's kind of like, this is how Wall Street was.
And the heated steering wheel. Come on, you got to have the heated steering wheel, because they have that free.
This is how Wall Street was. This is how Wall Street was in the 90s, like when I used to work on Wall Street. I want you to buy 4,000 or 5,000 shares. You put it away. You forget about it. It's like, just put it. This is one of those ones. You buy some stock. You put it away. You forget about it. That's what I told the guy. I'm buying leaps on Apple Computer. He's like, you're crazy, man. It was like Apple was like $2, man. I'm like, I'm buying long-term options. It's like they're gonna bounce from here. It's like they're going out of business. That Newton's a piece of shit. Colorado State, Wyoming. And
this is one I'm not really crazy about, but if I have to bet on it, I may end up betting on it. I'm going to go with Wyoming. Wyoming is, they're 10-3 after, I forget what I pulled up. I know it was something.
So bad on the road,
Two
though, in their first
consecutive
game.
games with a turnover margin of +1 or better.
So do you think Wyoming's like initial road loss that they had to start the season is kind of muted because Nevada has shown that now they're 2-0? You think, is that what you say here? I mean, I don't know. I can't never make sense of these Mountain West teams. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. I don't know. It's a question. Chris?
Yeah, this is one I struggle with as well. I think I'm leaning towards the under here as well. You're going to see a healthy dose of running the football on both sides. But I'm also leaning towards Wyoming. I know. East Mountain West teams usually bounce back after a bad first game, but I still think Wyoming's the better team here. I need to see more from Colorado State than just one game. So I'm going to lean towards the under as my stronger play here.
What did you think of Bowling Green's performance last night?
Not the worst in the MAC. I will. That's
I would say
will.
I thought they weren't that
wasn't
bad.
bad.
I thought they weren't that bad. I mean, the
For
score.
the second quarter and third quarter, it was like impressive.
I was still chuckling when Tony T was trying to make it sound like Akron was like hanging around in that game, and then I look at the score at about 10 o'clock and I see 58-13. I'm like, well, that went over like a lead bullet.
It's like the Lou Holtz speech, that he gives teams for a game. It's like, don't overlook Vandy. This is, it's like, it's like you make it sound like they're the 78 Steelers or something, We're going to have to go out there and play our very best football. Rod? Colorado State, Wyoming. This one's for the Beehive Boot Trophy.
Ooh.
This is a trophy game. It's weird because all the way the way the COVID schedules have worked out this year is that the trophy games are coming a lot earlier. We saw the Little Brown Jug, already be given out, and we're seeing Maryland Penn State is a trophy game. We're seeing a lot of these games like that already being played. Michigan State is generally fairly early in the season, kind of like Miami Florida State, but it's not as early in the schedule as we've seen it this year. But this one's for the Beehive Boot, and make no mistake about it, the boot's serious ass business, man. Serious.
So for me in this one, I think this total is way too high. Colorado State is going to have they're going to be tough, hard pressed to move this ball. Wyoming defense is going to be after the quarterback like crazy. How many sacks have they had? Numbers were huge. 3 sacks, 4 sacks. It may look like this Colorado State defense, their first game is like, ooh, they can stop the run. You got to take into account that they also take away numbers for sacks. So minus 30, well, I think what I seen the minus 38 yards in sacks last game. I think this game's going under. Colorado State's going to be hard pressed to score. Wyoming on the road, same thing. They're going to run the ball, burn the clock. Give me the under.
Yeah, someone's asking, Ann, why you're so close to the camera, which is a valid question.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's like you have this weird. It's like you're but I think it's fine. But I mean, we're gonna block this guy anyway, just for. I mean,
there you go. Is that better?
I mean,
I don't. I just.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't
Well, no,
just,
we're throwing him the hell out anyway. So I mean, it really doesn't matter. I was just saying.
Okay, bye.
I just thought that you were. I thought you were a little close to the camera too, but it's like I mean, that I'm allowed to say it, but this guy.
Hey guys, I need you to take this game tonight. Getting in close.
So someone's saying, Mitch, I haven't heard your.
I don't even look at. Because my Skype thing it doesn't even show me when I can see myself. So I have to say.
Says, Mitch, I haven't heard your input on these games. I did videos on these games on the Sports Chat Plays YouTube channel. I did videos on these games on the Pick Dogs channel. It's like there's only so much I can say about 3 games, right? I mean, I've done 2 full-length videos on each of them. It's like I'm kind of sick of these games. It's not like Florida Georgia or something, right? Where I can do a whole show on it. Maybe we will, But it's like, this is the Beehive Boot game, Brian. The boot will be the boot will be in full display tonight. They will have the boot, and as soon as the game is over, the winning team will rush over to the boot and hoist it and show it in
I'm
their
hoping-
opponent's face. I
I'm
love the
hoping when
trophy
we
games.
have our test
Love
of
the
strength,
trophy
we have
games.
some kind of trophy that's given out.
Do you like the in your face of the trophy games in college football? It's kind of like how the
Yep.
way the team that wins the trophy, just the shameless display, because you love the shameless plug, like, you know, of your
I love
picks when you're
I
on
love
top.
getting a trophy.
But it's like, you know, when these guys, when they win the trophy and they're just like, they don't even wait, like the gun, they're counting down, and as soon as the clock hits 0, it's the all-out sprint to the trophy, and then they got it, and they're all like, it's just like a crowd, like they just won the Super Bowl, you know?
I'm gonna knock everything over. I'm gonna get my trophy out.
Why do I just imagine Brian running around in circles with one of those participation
This is my
ribbons?
1982 fantasy sports participation trophy.
Oh no, I would never take a participation trophy.
He lifts the trophy. It's like plated in gold, just says entrant on it.
I only take first place trophies. That's it.
Okay.
But in this game, Colorado State almost a premium play for me. Too much action in Wyoming, and like what Mitch had said earlier, I think in this conference you're going to see a team look good one week and bad the next. Colorado State looked horrible last week. Now they're at home. I think it's a bounce back game for them in Wyoming. As I had them last week, I couldn't bring myself to take them this week. I think they regress a little bit. So take a look at this line. If it gets down to 3, 2.5, then pound Colorado State. If not, just lay a moderate amount on the Colorado State tonight. That's my 2 cents.
Anyways. All right, I guess that wraps it up. Got 3 games tomorrow, college football. Heard a lot of talk on the drive-thru about people talking about how awesome they were in college basketball yesterday, Chris. Who do you think, thinks they're the best at college basketball? Because I'll tell you what, I'll tag team him with Bittler. We'll throw him a beating or two. It's like, I think me and Bittler can pretty much take on the world in college basketball. I'll seriously challenge anybody. I'll put up whatever they want too. I put out a challenge there. Me and Brian will take on anybody in college hoops. Us two against, pretty much anyone. Throw a stack of cash out there. I'll back them. I'm good for it.
This is the year I'll hit 30%.
I don't care, man. I'll rein you in. I'll rein you in.
The best way to tell when people are good, you look over a long period of time, how they've done season after season. So,
All I know is March Madness, I absolutely own it. I've owned it, man, for many, many years. People will even say, I hate your other picks, but March Madness, you've made me a lot of money over the years. People will say the same thing about other, it's weird. Some people say, man, you suck, and other people say you're awesome. Right? It's just, that's life.
It's not about how you start, it's how you finish.
It's so philosophical today. You know what it was? It's Romanelli's commentary yesterday on the tractor, man. That kid really, really left a mark. In all fairness, I thought he was great. I was excited. I'm excited to have someone like that that's young that we could see. This will be the direction that things go. I'm not gonna. Some people think I'm old and shitty already. But it's like I'm not gonna be here at 85 years old like some of the other guys in front of doing it. So it's like we got to start thinking of who's gonna be the next. This one, right?
Next wave.
Yeah, the next wave. So it's like I think we're starting to see it with him, with Shane, some of the other younger guys, and it's just nice to see with Ann, not Brian, of course, but I mean like everyone but Brian.
Chris is young too. He's a baby.
He's there. Well, Chris has already got his own show. There's only so much we can plug him.
There you go.
We gave Chris a show. I'm not doing any more than that. It's like it's as good as you get. I gave him Tony T, who's a ringer, to work with. I mean, Tony asked the questions. You want to talk about the questions you never see coming. sit in the Tony T for a show. it's like whole name like the second or third string quarterback that could possibly play, and he'll throw it out at you. It's like, do you think this guy's gonna see any? it's like. I never saw that.
He's amazing, but I'm avoiding him.
I've never felt so unprepared in my life. It's like I thought I knew. It's like that's it. I'm always good at. It's like after I did a podcast with Tony T for about 7 or 8 years, and it was like very lightly watched. I never advertised it on Sports Chat. And it was before I had Pick Dogs. I never advertised it on Picks and Parlays or any of my other sites. And it's just, I always did it just on Tony. So it was not a lot of people listen to it. But I have to say, man, it kept me razor sharp on my games. It kept me so up on things, man. It was like, we did it every week and religiously.
Remember when we all did that college basketball roundtable thing, Tony T, and I mean, what did we go, like 2.5 hours that night, that March Madness?
Something like that. With Higgs we had, right?
Yeah.
Wonder what Higgs is
We could
doing.
do something like that again with March Madness. But
What's Higgs up to these days?
I think he's moving to Texas.
Moving to Texas, right? Higgs didn't want to hang out with us. He didn't
I
want-
like Texas because it's warm.
I always liked Higgs, man. I don't know why I didn't like us. I asked him to come. He said no.
Maybe one day. You know how professional wrestlers do. They go back and forth.
Yeah, that's true. I asked, because I did ask Higgs. I even made a couple phone calls, Gave me I appreciate the offer, but no. Is that a firm no? I don't know, man. It doesn't make any sense to me, a lot of things. Speaking of things that don't make any sense, Tony Brown will be making his debut with us this weekend on the site. I also have another one of these weird index things that we're adding. We have the AI simulator, which has done well. We've had the Pick Dogs, Top Dogs, and we're adding a contrarian index to that as well. What's that look, Ruffalo?
We're just looking at my drive-through, the drive-through email, just seeing who's on the show tonight.
Is Mitch Wilson on there?
He is at 6:35 p.m. Eastern.
Nice. I'm gonna probably have to do it outside because they're doing construction in my house. So people always think it's a green screen when I do it outside. And it's like, no, it's not a green screen. That's my house. It's like, wow.
I think we have Damian Sosh today on the drive-through.
Yeah, at 6:30.
I gotta follow Sash.
Yeah.
At least as long as I'm not following Ron Romanelli. How about his sound and everything? He just had it dialed in, right? We got him all set up. The setup that I got Romanelli, I think will be the setup that I get anybody else that we get future setups for. We got him the Yeti mic, and you know what it was? At his Best Buy, at his local Best Buy, they had the equipment. So it was I was able to go online, order the stuff, and he just went and picked it up. So it was like when we all ordered our stuff, we were doing it during COVID when everybody was stuck at home. So like webcams and mics and everything was all totally out of stock.
Yeah,
and,
we were at the mercy of whatever they had.
Yeah, Ann didn't give me a chance to get her stuff. She ran out and got her own. I mean, I normally pick out for everybody. It's like, but she didn't want it. So we could fix her.
I'm lazy. I don't like going to stores.
Ann's a little
people.
blurry, man. She's a little blurry. What kind of camera are you using, Ann? We're gonna fix this.
On the computer here.
Yeah, see, we're gonna fix that.
I had to return my webcam because it doesn't.
I'll get it. We'll talk after the show. I'll get you the webcam and the mic and the whole setup. Get you set up correctly.
I get the.
I mean, look at Rod.
Is my mic okay? I mean, I use the headphones.
I mean, look at Rod, movie star.
I have a mic here too.
I think Rod is frozen. His sound was like breaking up earlier. No, he's unfrozen now. He's unfrozen now.
When we first started, you couldn't hear any. Like when we first started doing these things, man, I would freeze. I'd be like.
I look at some of the other people
hear
putting
cut
out.
out.
Like,
I think my favorite was when we were doing our hockey videos and Rod froze, and we said he had to be on location.
maybe I'll do mine from a closet. That'd be good.
We always wanted you to come out of the closet. Now you can.
I know
I'm doing it from Atlantic City.
The weird thing is that I know I have a meeting and I know it's already started, but I can't find the invite. So strange. Maybe that's in an hour because of the time change.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, man, that would be a mess. 'Cause I'm going to play golf.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Maybe from the golf course.
No, I need to look at my NFL stuff. I haven't even done that yet today. Nothing. I got Saturday done. So.
Oh, man. Tune in. Ruffalo's giving out soccer picks on the drive-thru. That's going to be fun. Yikes.
I'm leaving the football for everybody else.
Any Young Turk boys today? Picks or whatever that club was.
No.
They do play today.
They do play today.
Chris is like, I'm staying away from those guys.
I'm staying away from the young boys.
What time is my, I don't even know what time my stupid thing is. My call. You're going to see big changes at Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs coming up in the future. We got all new gear coming out. That's one of the things that's one of the big changes. We're all going to be wearing it. I don't know if Ann got back to the guy or not, but the rest of us don't know did. Ann, did you get back to Sean about the gear?
No, I didn't even. Did he email me?
I emailed you.
Yeah.
I certainly did.
Oh.
You're supposed to get your new gear. We got new gear, Nike, Under Armour. Right? What else do we have? Like all kinds of fancy stuff. These people contacted me and they said, "Oh, we want to do your gear for you." And it's like all Nike and Under Armour and all kinds of fancy, right?
I like Under Armour.
The hats are nice, man. The hats are super nice. So I'm excited to get some of the new hats. All different colors. Everything, man. Crazy. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great day. Sorry we didn't have a lot of games to talk about, and we just kind of filled the space, but think out loud, right? That's what we do. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the games. I'll be here at halftime tonight for Thursday Night Football. Once again, because of the time difference, I might be outside doing that show. There's a good, strong possibility I'll be doing it from outside, and there's a strong possibility I'll be doing the drive-thru from outside today. So I'm not sure how that's even going to go, but it'll go. We always find a way. And you coming on halftime or?
Yeah, if you don't want to be alone, I'll be there.
Well, I don't mind being alone, but it's like either way, you can come on if you
We'll
want.
give out the winner. It's fine.
It's okay.
I'm like 3 for 3 the last halftime shows, so.
Sound like
Go for
Bitler.
4.
You learned that one from Bitler? I'm 3 for 3 my last halftime.
9 in the last 11 days.
86 and
Number 1
29
last
in my
days,
last
number 1 in college
143.
I'm like 92% for my halftime shows on this site.
All right. Well, have a great day, everyone. I'll see you guys in a few hours. I'll be on the drive-thru. I'm going to start adding some more shows, too. So I'm going to start just randomly coming on and talking by myself. I don't care. We'll figure it all out. We always do. Have a great day, everyone. We'll try and act more professional tomorrow.